All right. So this trailer for this teaser trailer for this new film, horror film produced by Jordan Peele called Him. Just dropped there, dropped I think a couple days ago. You got that kind of going on. So this is also from the creative mind of Marlon Wayans there. And it's directed by Justin Tippin. Is the one who actually directed this movie. So not Jordan Peele, Justin Tippin is the one who did that. He did a movie called Kicks there before. I have not seen that, but that was his other last movie. So, have you already seen this trailer there, Chris?
I did. For the first time, it played before Sinners came on. I was like,
Oh,
I,
okay.
I saw the poster, the football with the staples in it, and like blood's coming from the bottom of it. I saw the poster, but I haven't seen the trailer yet until I saw Sinners. I was like, oh, this is the Jordan Peele movie. But you're right, it's getting the Candyman effect where Nia DaCosta directed Candyman, but Jordan Peele produced it, so everyone called it Jordan Peele's doing Candyman. Like,
Yeah.
no, he's producing it. Nia DaCosta, who's very talented, and she did it. I personally enjoyed Candyman. I thought it was a smart, interesting, modern twist to make Candyman a conduit for every Black person who's been um, a victim of like brutality by the system. Like and anyone who was done wrong by the system and wrongfully killed, lost their lives to police brutality. Is Candyman. Candyman is like the spirit of vengeance for Black people. Like and I was like, okay, that's a new twist. But yeah, I saw this trailer for Him, and it looks like it's an artist, but an athlete who is apparently obsessed. Under the tutelage of Marlon Wayans, he's obsessed with being the best. He's obsessed with perfection, and that makes me think of films like Black Swan and Whiplash and Magazine Dreams. When you're obsessed with something and you have tunnel vision for that goal, you can't see what's surrounding you when you're like heading in one direction. You can't see the damage you're causing to the people around you. But obviously, this is a horror movie, so it's going to be a lot darker than Black Swan, which already had like psychological thriller components. It's going to be darker than Whiplash, where Miles Teller was playing until his fingers were bleeding. It's going to be darker than Magazine Dreams. Like if you saw Magazine Dreams, what Jonathan Majors puts himself through just to make it as an amateur bodybuilder. This is going to be like that, but just a lot darker and full, like probably turned all the way up on the horror spectrum. So I'm unfamiliar with the main young actor who's being
Tyreek Withers is his name.
Tyreek Withers. So we'll see. I know Marlon Wayans. Been a fan for years, like most of us, and this is new for him. This is not a parody. He is a horror movie. He's actually
I know this actor. Yeah, he was in that. You remember that Atlanta episode where it was about the biracial kid? So he was that guy. Yeah,
it was in black and white, and
yeah.
like at first he was leaning on his whiteness because it helps in society. But as soon as the scholarship people showed up, it's like only Black kids. Everyone was like trying to get, like the Indian kids were like getting waves and like wearing do-rags. Like everyone's trying to like prove their Blackness to get this. And the guy was like, "You are white." I remember that now. Okay, that's him.
Yeah.
It's funny that he's in this. But yeah, like I was saying, it's funny because Marlon Wayans, Scary Movie is a big part of his legacy. And this is a legit scary movie. And he's in the trailer. His performance looks crazy. His performance looks unhinged. So this will be something new for him. I believe it'll be something new for me seeing him do. I've never seen Marlon Wayans do anything like this before. So I'm excited for him.
Let's take a look at the trailer.
Let's take a look.
Do you want this? I said, do you want this? If you want to transcend the game, you have to dig deep. Your mind and your body have to be in sync. Talent is how hard you're willing to work. No days off. No sleep.
Feels like a Gatorade commercial.
It does.
Yeah.
We grind. I'm never good enough. I'm never good enough.
All the way
That's how great
until
people think.
Oh, you say?
I was saying like all the way until, and then it changes.
CTE, that's the villain. That's the true villain of the movie.
The villain.
CTE.
From producer.
So you're gonna have to ask yourself, what am I willing to sacrifice? This ain't a fucking game, man. This is everything. Do you want this? What are you willing to sacrifice? You fucking say it! Say it! Say it! Everything! And show me.
Okay. September 19th there. Is when this is coming out. Like you said, yeah, it starts off kind of like a Gatorade Nike commercial there. You know what I mean? Like and then it just has that shift there of this. Okay. Looks interesting. I'm pumped for it. There. I don't know much of, like you said, Justin Tippett. I don't know much of his work there, but maybe he can knock it out of the park with this.
I'm very curious about that last shot of this trailer is incredible. I love seeing it in theaters on the big screen before Sinners. The red was bright red, the white was blinding white, the darks had a lot of depth. So I'm curious if the film will have a black and white sequence that looks that captivating. I'm curious about the cinematography because this movie looks like it was shot beautifully. I like it when filmmakers aren't afraid to use color. This looks crazy. I believe Marlon Wayans is a retired professional who used to have it all, and he's trying to help this kid have the career or life he had. Like but again, at what cost? We see the trailer, we see what these young men are putting themselves through, the harm they're putting themselves through just to be great athletes. So it definitely has that what are you willing to do for perfection kind of thing. So it always makes me think of films I love, like Black Swan, Whiplash, and now Magazine Dreams, but it'll clearly be just a lot darker.
So the premise here says a promising young and up-and-coming football player, played by Tyreek Withers, is invited to train at the isolated compound of a dynasty team's aging QB1. The legendary, almost retired quarterback, who's played by Marlon Wayans, there takes his protege on a blood-chilling journey into the inner sanctum of fame, power, and pursuit of excellence at any cost.
Exactly. Yeah. Essentially. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. So
it sounds good to me. I'm down.
I'm definitely down as well. So yeah.
It's a premise that does sound familiar, but I've never seen it in the horror genre. So
Any Given Sunday, but a horror movie.
Yeah,
I could work. Okay, let's see. All right, we got one last trailer, and that is going to be for this Fantastic Four trailer there. And I assume you've already watched this as well there.
So many times.
All right, let's play it and get your thoughts after seeing it.
Wow.
Oh, there we go.
All know the story. 4 brave astronauts head off into space and come back forever changed.
This car?
Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four!
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic.
You're late.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic Four. Oh, okay. Give it. He said the thing. Yeah.
What do you mean? What do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
What? You're gonna be the best mom in the world. And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing's going to change.
And same thing with this the last trailer. I do like the setup of the world here, this 19 retro futuristic 60s type world here. Even when they shoot you saw the scene clearly like on a TV, how it's like in this box type format there, which is really nice. Them premiering on this Ed Sullivan type TV show there to introduce themselves to the world. So I very much do like that. Like they're doing there with the Fantastic Four there.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet?
And this is Julia Garner here, who people know in Ozark. So this is our first time taking a look at Silver Surfer here. We didn't get to take a look at them in the last trailer there as well. Very much similar to like kind of how Silver Surfer looked in Rise of the Silver Surfer, which I thought was also really done well. I mean, I don't really like that movie, but I thought Doug Jones as that, and then Lawrence Fishburne was the voice of the Silver Surfer. But that was probably the coolest effect of the movie was that. How do you think she looks?
I think she looks great. I believe if they're going by the source material, her name is Shalal Ball, and she's the wife of Silver Surfer. She's not. It's not a gender swap. This is a character who exists outside of the character who we know from the Fantastic Four sequel back in 2005, whatever. So it makes no sense for grown men to complain about this character because she's been around since 1960, since the 60s. So I think she looks great. I think she sounds great. Very similar sequence with
Johnny.
Do we get there yet?
No, we didn't get there yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, go back a little bit.
Yes, we are.
I like how Pedro Pascal rereads like, wait, don't speak for me. Hold on. Like, what you mean? I'm the like.
Yes, we are.
He's like, wait, hold on. He's like, wait, hold on. Like, I ain't say all that now. Hey, man.
No, we're not. No, not us.
Your planet is now marked for death.
Yeah, this scene right here. So we see
This scene is very reminiscent to Rise of the Silver Surfer. Chris Evans, Johnny Storm pursues because he's the only one who can fly, and Silver Surfer, being stronger, just easily kind of counteracts him. Either whether it's catching him, turning off his powers, and then throwing him away, or him reaching and then just smacking him with the board.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And they hurt.
Are we safe?
I don't know.
What band do you want to hear?
I'm not giving up.
And we still don't see Galactus fully in this trailer. We just see actual just feet and hands, things like that. We don't actually see his face or anything like that.
And in the teaser, we got like the back of his head.
Yeah, which I think is smart. Don't actually show him until you actually see the movie.
I heard it's a miniature that they're using. They're filming it old school style. Like he's a miniature and like it's a close up. That they're like when they film it, They're
Okay.
like the same way they did like the original trilogy in Star Wars. A lot of miniatures, a lot of models that they went in and like shot close up. That's what I heard. Could be wrong.
I think I did hear the same thing too. Yeah, so that's really great. Again,
I love it. It's a practical effect.
yeah, which will look really good.
Looks great.
Face this together. We will.
For some reason, that shot reminded me of something like from T2.
Well, for sure, yeah.
We will fight it together as a family. Has to be us.
There, you actually, for the first time, see his actual stretching powers there, Reed.
His powers and stretch.
And you didn't get to see that in the last trailer.
He was the only one who didn't show his powers.
Yeah.
Looks great.
And then you see in the back there, you see a little bit of Galactus there. I don't know if that's his hand.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Or his head. I think it's maybe
his head or his arm.
Yeah, something like that.
He's very close. Be careful, Mr. Fantastic.
We will protect you.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, what are your thoughts on this trailer?
So, if I heard correctly, Thunderbolts is the end of Phase 5. This is the beginning of Phase 6.
Okay.
I thought Phase 4 was a great rebuilding period for the MCU. We got a new in Phase 4, I believe we got a new Hawkeye. We got a new Black Widow. Like it was a lot of passing down the mantle and a lot of introduction of culture and flavor and into the MCU with Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, Shang-Chi, and then Phase 5 had the opportunity. They kind of flopped a little bit because they didn't really have a lot of direction, and it showed. Phase 5 really should have delved deeper into the multiverse saga because it was supposed to, and they did a little bit, but it feels as we approach Doomsday, now that we know that that's happening, we're getting back to that multiversal story, because this is confirmed to be a different universe. In this world, the Fantastic Four, Marvel's first family, they're the only heroes. There's no Avengers, no X-Men. They get all the credit for all the heroism. They get all the attention, all the love. So, and like you said, I love the 1960s but still futuristic kind of aesthetic. It does remind me of the Jetsons. It's 1960s, but we still have robots and like really cool slick rides and futuristic technology, but it still looks old school. But my biggest takeaway from this trailer is as we approach Doomsday with Galactus, I think it's safe to say the Fantastic Four do lose in this movie. I think Galactus wins. I think he destroys their world, and before he destroys them along with it, they find a way out and make it to 616, where our established heroes are. But what I love most about this trailer is that Pedro Pascal's Mr. Fantastic is the one who is saying he feels guilt. He feels responsible, and it shows on his face. He feels like it's his fault. He's doomed everyone. I reached too far into space, and now someone has reached back, and I don't think we're strong enough to stop them. So when the press is asking them, like, are we safe? He turns around. I don't know. And just the look of guilt that he bears as the leader. This is the world's only heroes. So it's on them. If they fail, it's the world dies, and he knows that, and he's bearing that weight. So my biggest takeaway is this Pedro Pascal and his facial expressions and just saying, I don't know. and even saying we will protect you, knowing he probably can't. It just says a lot already in this trailer, and that's what I'm looking forward to the most, knowing that they probably are going to lose, but how are they going to navigate that loss?
Yeah, I think that's clear. I think from this trailer, so you see that Galactus is probably going to destroy the world. That's what's going to set up Secret Wars there, and eventually
Yeah.
Doomsday, and them coming to the mainline world there. You see, and he said that it would be cool if they lose like Infinity Wars. That give you more gravitas, I think, to the film there. If you see the heroes actually lose in this, and see them redeem themselves the next time you see them. Yeah, love the aesthetic of it, still love the look of it. I think that's great there. The cast, still have to see how they all interact together. They did spend a lot of time together on the set to try to emphasize the fact that these characters are supposed to be a family. You got that. So Paige Pascal's having a wonderful career. I mean, he's going to be in the Mandalorian movie. He's got that coming out. He's going to be in this. He's in The Last of Us season 2. I mean, he's a busy, busy man. Everything like that. I'm not sure. I'm 100% sold on him as Reed Richards. I guess to me, it just feels like kind of stunt casting because it's like you get the hottest actor right now to come and play this role. But yeah, I still love Pedro Pascal and a lot of things that he does there. And yeah, it looks like a sleek, really cool, especially the things they do with Silver Surfer looks really great as well. Julia Garner's character there. So yeah, yeah. Do you think this is better than the last trailer?
It's definitely better because we got more. We got more of an idea what the story's about. I do love the teaser, how it opens. The way Pedro Pascal has this like 1960s dad voice, like we make a point to have dinner every week, Sunday at 7 on the dot, no matter what. We're all here, like this, that cadence that they intentionally are going for, kind of like in WandaVision when they were doing 50s and 60s sitcoms, they had to change the way they talk to match the era. So I really do like that. For me, I'm still on the fence. As much as I like him, I'm a massive fan. Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm. I'm still waiting for, I know he's like the younger brother of Sue. And as the younger brother, he's the comedic relief of the group. I don't know if he's like, I know I'm not an expert, but in the original source material in the comics, how quippy is he? How wisecracking is he? I know he's meant to be, the funny one out of the four, but how funny? I'm still waiting to see how funny he's supposed to be. I think he looks great. I know people are always coming at him for like having shitty wigs, whether if it's this Gladiator or Stranger Things. I'm a dumb guy. I don't always notice a bad wig unless it's really, really bad. Yeah, I don't think Pedro Pascal is a industry plant. I think he's very talented, and I think every casting he's gotten has been deserved. Whether if it is Hollywood producers saying who's hot right now, Pedro Pascal, put him in everything. I think he's a very talented actor, and I think he looks, like I said, the expression on his face in this new trailer, I think is very Reed Richards, just the troubled genius, who's trying to yeah, like, we will protect you. Like, are we safe? I don't know. Like, and it's my fault. Yeah. Yeah. For me, I'm here for Pedro. I'm on the fence with Johnny Storm.
Yeah, Johnny Storm, Joseph Quinn there. I did like him in Gladiator. I thought he was pretty solid in Gladiator there. I didn't see it. Still haven't seen A Quiet Place Day One.
He's a great actor. It's crazy. He was in one season of Stranger Things, and he blew up. And like the main cast, no one on the main cast has blown up in that way. He's in everything, and he's crushing it.
You don't think he's bigger than Millie Bobby Brown?
What? She was in Holmes. She was in Godzilla, but no human character is the main character in Godzilla. She was in Electric City. What else has she done?
Oh, the Electric State, you mean?
The
The Electric City,
whatever,
the
whatever.
Electric Company.
The Electric State. What else has she done outside of Stranger Things?
uh, yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, she's mostly done like Netflix stuff, like Netflix movies. Like there was the Holmes, and then Damsel. There was that movie. Yeah, Netflix movies.
Compared to Joseph Quinn, he
Mm,
okay. Let's do it. A Quiet Place, Day One, with Lupita Nyong'o,
yeah,
um, um,
Gladiator 2, Denzel
Gladiator,
Washington,
Denzel Washington,
Pedro
um,
Pascal,
Pedro Pascal.
Warfare. He was actually in Warfare too.
He was excellent in Warfare. It was excellent in Warfare. Um, um, he's Johnny Storm here in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's gonna play George Harrison, my favorite Beatle, in the Beatles movie.
Oh yeah, he has the Beatles movie coming out.
We can compare.
Yeah, wow, yeah.
He was
Okay,
in
well,
one season of Stranger Things, bro, and he's the shining star. That he has aura. He has too much aura. That's what I don't know how else to say it. It's crazy. He's the shining star from that show. He was in one season. So, um, like I said, I like Joseph Quinn, but yeah, we'll see how he does as Johnny Storm. I'm still waiting to see because I'm a younger brother, and I think I'm the funny little brother. So I want to see Johnny Storm represent me in this.
and he will be back in Avengers Doomsday, so you already get announced for that.
Exactly. So, what's Millie doing besides,
Alona Holmes 3. She's gonna be. That's what she's doing.
I haven't seen any of them. I don't have Netflix.
So yeah. So July 25th, Fantastic Four there. First steps coming out. Hopefully this is good. I mean, they still haven't made a good Fantastic Four movie.
We
Yeah.
have still not gotten a good Fantastic Four movie, and nostalgia is really holding a lot of y'all back. They weren't good movies. They might have given you childhood memories, and Lawrence Fishburne, as it may have looked good visually, but the story, it was early 2000s comic books. A lot of them weren't great. A lot of them were very cookie cutter, paint by number. A lot of them were cheesy. This one feels like Doomsday. It feels like incursions. It feels like worlds colliding and ending. It feels like what exactly is going to lead into Doomsday. Like, yeah, this is definitely leading into Doomsday. Captain America, Brave New World. At the end, we're talking about reforming the Avengers. I have no doubt in Thunderbolts. Maybe Bucky says something about the Avengers. If Valentina Allegra de Fontaine is saying the Avengers are gone, maybe someone in the movie will ask, "Where are they?" Well, we have a Cap. We have no Iron Man. Hulk is gone, and then we bring in She-Hulk. Thor's around, but yeah, Doctor Strange is AWOL. Because they forgot Peter Parker. Maybe if someone says, "What about Spider-Man?" and they're like, "Yeah, right." No one knows how to contact that guy because they don't know who he is. But yeah, I feels like now they're kind of slowly but surely getting their way back to an actual plan for the MCU, because for a while it was a little aimless.
Yeah, we'll definitely be there to review Fantastic Four. So that was all the trailers there.